Sorry it's been a while since I posted last. Really though, if you keep up with my written blog or if you follow me on Snapchat or Twitter, I promise you I'm a lot more active. So I've already posted this on all the rest of the social media, but I'm going to share to you about my beauty blender. I went into the city last week. I had to take someone to the airport and I figured might as well. I actually had a chance to go. And so I went into Sephora and I went specifically looking for a beauty blender. I'd been wanting one for a while. And they have one there that's about $15, and that's their own brand. Now, the girl at the counter, she saw me, she goes, "You look like you're on a mission." I told her exactly what I was looking for, and she showed me the actual beauty blender, which is about $28 at Sephora, so it's almost twice the price. But she told me that she had both and that it was definitely worth it to pay the extra. Now, I don't know if their wages are based off commission or whatever, so if that's why she steered me that way, that's fine. I am beyond ecstatic with this purchase. Now, if you can see here, well, my face is already pretty red. Sundays tend to be my lazy days, and Mondays the night I go out with my friends after work. So today was the mask and exfoliate and all this stuff. So my skin's super red today, especially right through here. And you'll notice I've got those bags, those creases I just can't get rid of. So I'm going to start off with my Sheer Envy, which is by Hard Candy. And this is the color correcting primer. I used to use the pore perfecting, but I figure I've got the red tones in my face anyways, so days like today it really doesn't help. So I'm just going to smooth that onto my skin. I've already moisturized and everything. I use two different moisturizers. I use a beeswax one that I make myself, and then on top of that I have, what am I using now? Nivea Mattifying Day Care. The first Aid Beauty one that I had just ran out from Ipsy. I got that one from Ipsy. And I had to go find something, and in my area there's just not anything to choose from. So I'm happy I found that one at least. Because the main thing was to find something without any sort of acid inside it. Something that was just a straight up facial moisturizer, which was pretty hard. So now that I've got this all on, I have my Eco Tools foundation brush. And today I'm going to use my Almay Clear Complexion, which is a 4-in-1 blemish eraser. It covers, clears, calms, and controls. I have a CoverGirl one as well that I've been using. But lately I've switched back to my Almay. I find it's not as, it's hard to explain. It's just not as thick. So I'm going to start off by covering up the redness here, where I'm the worst. And what I like best about a foundation brush is that it's literally just like painting it on. But it's not the best application. I used to use my fingers, but I found that gummed it up too much too. A second squirt from the pump. Do my forehead here. Now my T-zone's always been awful for being red. It's one of the reasons I started wearing makeup really in the first place, to help try and even out my skin tone. So I do it over my lids because that's going to work as my primer as well for my eyeshadow when I get to that step. So now that a base layer of foundation has been applied, I've got my NYX Cover Stick, and I think after this one I'm actually going to switch to a liquid. For the same reason, it's too thick. But anyways, I'm just going to put it just under my eye, because this is really the only spot I have to ever worry about. Have horrible bags. Okay. Oh, yay, my stick broke. Another reason to switch to a liquid one. Okay. So next, I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to take my foundation here. Just a tiny little pump at the very tip of it. And this is enlarged because you'll notice it wouldn't quite fit inside the canister anymore. You run it under water and you squeeze it the whole time, and then it'll enlarge. This isn't even as big as I've seen it get so far. So I'm just going to take it and dab it under my eyes and just start working it all around there. Bring it down. Bring it up here, over. And see the big difference? I found when I was using my fingers before, it just wasn't blending it out as well. and neither was the foundation or the cover brush. Yeah. So now that I've got that on, just to finish off my look for today, I'm going to squirt just a little bit more onto the pump, or out from the pump. And this is the main thing that a lot of girls forget. They end up with that makeup line that stops at their jaw here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just pat it gently along my jawline, up my ears, and back. And then I'm just going to blend it out. And that'll stop you from having any of those harsh lines. It'll make your makeup look that much more natural. And there. See? I could stop my makeup right here if I wanted to and look absolutely fine for the day. Just don't forget, up into the roots, all along, because that makeup line is the worst hell. Because the point of makeup, sure, you're going to see it on your eyes and on your lips, but the rest of your face, you should not overly be able to see that you're wearing makeup, because otherwise, what's the point? You're supposed to enhance the beauty you have and not create it. So if you have a beauty blender, hope you love it. If not, try and go get one. It is the best purchase I've made in the last 6 months, hands down. Let me know what you think. Bye.